All right, so we are live on YouTube community and we are live with all of you. So super happy and welcome everyone for the 9-day Navratri video challenge. And in video communication, how many of you are already learning a lot of things and already doing a lot of videos? Okay, let's everyone put it in the chat box. How many videos have you done so far in Navratri? Okay. This Navaratri and last Navaratri is never the same again, like for you, once you have actually made the commitment. Look at the numbers in the chat box, those of you who are very new. So, this is the energy to get started with. Okay, Vaishnavi Kodadi, um, 9 videos done. Okay, fantastic. Sanskar, 8 videos done. Fantastic. Ramesh ji, 9 videos done. Brilliant. Praveen Garg, 9 videos done. Neetambini ji, 11 videos done. Fantastic. That's awesome. So this is the energy. So we are just in right now on day 7 and day 8, and we are already with this particular videos. And I want to make sure that everybody shares your number because I want to know that like where are we right now with the entire community. Yes, Elite Rashmi ji, 9 videos done. Pallavi, 8 videos done. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. And I want all of you who have already done the video to ask yourself this question, right? How are you feeling? If you have to share that one word, okay, as a one word feeling, so how are you actually feeling doing the video? Right? Because there are people who are watching other people doing the video, but how are you feeling you doing the video? Right? Because doing the video itself is a different experience altogether. Put it down in the chat box. So what is that emotion like doing the video? Doing the video. Let's go. Everybody put it down in the chat box. So what is that emotion like, or one word experience like? Okay. Yes, excited feeling for Pravinji. How about others? So what is that particular feeling? Glad feeling. Yes, glad that I did this. Okay, very good. For me, it is an expressive feeling. Okay, so this time what I did is that when I did my 7 videos right now done already on Instagram, and this time from start to end, everything, I took the initiative saying that yes, I'm going to actually make it happen. And it is an expressive feeling that we are doing video challenge also. And we are also going with the community with group of people as well. So this is where I understood. Yes, I see here happy learning something new. Very good, Ramesh ji, right? Something new feeling. And Rashmi Moharana, filled with love. Wow, fantastic. So when you create videos, that's the experience. Sanskar, confidence and happy high energy. Wow, fantastic. That's amazing. Sanskar. Okay. So when we actually create this, what actually happens is that it is your frequency. It is your frequency, right? So I want to make sure that everybody's videos are on. Okay, so before we start, everybody's videos on. Okay. Preeti Manna, Pushpa B, Hinal, Bharat, Sofian, Veena, Uma Shankar, I saw you yesterday, I need to see you today. Shailendra, Garud, right? So everybody's videos on. Yes, Veena, very good video on. Shailender, Vaishnavi Kodati, okay, videos on. And all the volunteers and full-time volunteers, make sure that you have your support members also there. Okay, your support members are also there. Here, yes, Zainab Banabi. So here, yes, very good. Shailender, Garud, very good. Right? Vaishnavi Kodadi, Ramakrishna P, Preeti Manna, Pushpa, everybody's videos on. Okay, awesome, fantastic. So today we are going to actually go ahead with one of the root problem in communication. Okay, so one of the root problem in communication is some, like, how many of you have actually experienced this? Doing daily really takes a lot of emotional energy. How many of you have experienced that, like literally to do daily? Oh my god, today also I have to do it. So you did two, three, four, five, but still you have to actually do it. It takes that emotional energy. Yes or no? How many of you have experienced that? Type it on I in the chat box. Yeah. And here is what I want all of you to understand. Anything that is worthwhile, anything that is extraordinary takes that commitment, right? Without commitment, nothing comes. And this is where I want you to share something very important as a framework today that I shared it with my team. Okay. This is something that I shared it as a framework with my team to build the um, emotional neutrality. Okay. Because when you want to become a communicator, how many of you agree you being emotionally neutral is very, very important? Type it down EN in the chat box for emotional neutrality, right? So no matter how many actions that what you have, but can you keep yourself emotionally neutral, right? Type it down EN for emotional neutrality, right? And when you are building this emotional neutrality, so what is very, very important is that you observing where you are and where what are your highest emotions that what you will feel and what are your lowest emotions that what you will feel, because I want all of you to write down a particular line in your framework. Okay. Everybody write down a particular straight line in your framework. At the top, straight line and the bottom, straight line. Okay. Just like this. And when you write this straight line at the top, I want you to write down here at the top, I want you to write down that you have actually done 1000 one-on-one communication already. 1000 one-on-one communication. Write that down as 1000 one-on-one communication. So let me just share this as a framework so that all of you get this clearly. In communication, so building the emotional neutrality map. Okay. So all of you can see the screen now. All of you can see the screen? Everyone can see the screen? Yes. Okay. Write down a particular graph like this. Okay. And you actually write down a graph like this. And at the bottom, you write it like this. Okay. Now at the top. Okay. So this is you actually becoming extraordinary. You're being extraordinary. Extraordinary communicator. Okay. You're extraordinary at the top. Now, when you are extraordinary, there are four important communication skill one need to master. What are those four communication skills? Can anybody tell me what are the four communication skills to master? Who would like to share? What are the four important extraordinary communication skills? Who would like to share? Quickly, raise your hand. You've gone through this already. Raise your hand. Who would like to go through? Who would like to share? What are the four communication skills that are super duper important? Hmm? Raise your digital hand. I want you to raise your digital hand. What are the four important communication skills? Hmm? Even if it is mistake, that's fine. But raise your hand. What are the four important communication skills? Let's go ahead with Rashmi ji raising the hand. Hmm? Birthday woman. Yeah, go ahead, Rashmi ji. Yeah, unmute yourself. Yes, go ahead.
First one is one-to-one communication.
Exactly. Right. First one is one-on-one communication. One-on-one communication. Okay. And now everybody write that down. Just next to that, one-on-one communication extraordinary. And write down here 1000 connections. 1000 connections. Okay. You have 1000 connections. Okay. Then what is the second one, Rashmi ji? Hmm?
One to many or public communication.
One to many or public communication. Okay. And then you actually in the bracket write it down as 1,000 people impact. 1,000 people impact. The word is impact. Okay. And then what are the other two?
Written communication.
Video and written. These are the two more. Okay. So video and written. So totally four. And the goal of this particular thing is that you have impacted through your video communication and through writing, because video and written communication is a type of a communication once you do it, but for lifetime it will benefit you. Once you write it on LinkedIn, but for lifetime it will benefit you. It is there as an asset, right? So the goal is impacting 10K people through your video and written communication. Now, this is where you build your extraordinary mark as a communicator with results. This is extraordinary. But here is what I want you to understand. So there is an ordinary zone where none of us would love to be here. Ordinary communicator means where your communication is there. You have vocabulary, but no use, no practical benefit of that. No video communication, no written communication, right? So now in this zone, or sometimes here, you actually go through feeling of lonely, rejected, feeling neglected by people, um, feeling ignored, right? Whenever you're an ordinary communicator, what are the feelings that what you actually go through most of the time? I want you to, this is called as emotional neutrality map. If you do this, what is that one feeling that what you will experience? And you need to actually experience it on a daily basis. That is when you are becoming extraordinary communicator. If you don't feel it, then you will not go here. What is that feeling you will get, uh, Rashmi ji, if you've already done 1,000 one-to-one communication, 1,000 people impact already, and you have 10,000 people have already got impacted, like you have followers, subscribers, and connections on LinkedIn, Instagram, and YouTube. Just visualize that. What is that one feeling you feel in your heart right now? It's done already. What is that one feeling? Unmute yourself. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, super excited.
Super excited is what you will be experiencing as an emotion. Is that correct? Super excited. Okay. And if you have to give it in in one word, emotion, what would that be?
Happiness.
Happiness, right? So, which means it is super happiness, like thousands of one-on-one communication done, thousands of public communication done, and through video and written, 10,000 people impacted. Now, being extraordinary, you feel happy. Can you feel that happiness right now? Yes, then you are in that frequency. But we will also map the other. Emotional neutrality means what? We have to map everything. Okay. So now in ordinary, let's consider you are not able to do this. And there is a particular pattern that you keep going through in communication that keep happening again and again. What is that? Is it feeling lonely, ignored, alone, neglected? What is that feeling that you get scared in communication?
Neglected.
Neglected, correct? You don't want to be neglected. So, which means that here is the happiness. Extraordinary is the happiness emotion, and ordinary is the neglected emotion. But here is where the emotional neutrality will comes in. So this is means that here, everybody write down another arrow here. When you are going in the journey to become extraordinary, there is a behavior. There is a behavior that we all do. Okay. There is a behavior. Just a minute, guys. Okay. Yeah. So there is a behavior that what we go through in communication called as self-sabotage. Self-sabotage. For how many of you self-sabotage is a new word? Type it down NW in the chat box. If self-sabotage is a new word that you never heard before, type it down NW. Okay, everybody type down the word NW in the chat box. Yeah, perfect, perfect, perfect. Awesome. So so in CI, when we are going through the journey, we have a practice called as word clip. Okay, word clip. And whenever you get a new word, so those of you who are very new, you need to make sure that you have word clip next to you whenever you are learning a new word. Okay, and you add it self-sabotage to the word clip. Do you have your word clip, Rashmiji, ready with you? Can you show it to everyone? See, Rashmiji has that word clip. So it is a simple sheet of paper with the with the clip. Okay, that's what we call it as word clip, and it has so many new words that whatever whenever I'm using it in the regular conversation, I'll give you. Or in the regular conversation, when you are going through, you see somebody using some new word, you add it immediately into the word clip so that you start using. Okay, so now here is what I want all of you to do. Add it into the word clip, and then we'll go ahead with the meaning and sentence making. Okay, so that's a practice that what we have in CI. Okay, that's the practice that what we have in CI through word clip. And how to use the word clip effectively for all the VIP member, there is a ninja communication ninja training. So there you will actually understand how to use word clip for effective utilization. Okay, but now for time being, write it on a sheet of paper. Let me just add it here. Yes, I'll just add it here. Self sabotage. Okay. Okay, so those of you who are hearing this for the first time, self-sabotage, we do this self-sabotage. Okay, whenever we are going extraordinary, self-sabotage is a behavior. Okay, look at this, everyone. What is the meaning of self-sabotaging? Self-sabotaging is a subconscious or unconscious pattern of behaviors and thought processes that interfere with achieving one's goals and well being. It stems from underlying issues like fear, insecurity, and past negative experiences, leading to actions such as procrastination, perfectionism, self medication, or avoiding necessary help. Identifying these issues and behavior is the first step. So, self sabotaging means first, everybody write this down. Okay, those of you write it down. Self sabotage. Okay, I'm writing in the word clip, and then we'll go ahead with the next step. Self sabotage. Okay, SELF, self sabotage. 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 Self sabotage. Okay, done. So now, as I was actually sharing this here, okay, let me share this back again. The self-sabotaging behavior is a pattern in communication, Rashmi ji. Right now, you are doing your one-on-one communication, correct? Public communication also. You have done video and written also. Doing, you are already in that journey. But sometimes, is there a thought process sometimes you get it saying that which stops you from doing this? Chalega yaar today, or fine. Is there anything that you have experienced? I want you to go honest, otherwise it will not come as a pattern. Right? So think about, like, for example, for you in the emotional mapping, extraordinary is happiness, ordinary is negligence, people neglecting you in communication. That is ordinary feeling, you don't like it. But self-sabotaging could be procrastination. A written post, I will do it tomorrow. Could be. I'm just giving an example. What is it for you? Self-sabotaging in communication specifically. Unmute yourself. Go ahead.
Yes, that is a procrastination. Sometimes I do.
Got it. But sometimes you do means that is not the main issue. So tell me, like, for example, By now, it should have been done 1000, but still, why it is not done? By now, 10K would have happened. But why it is not done? What comes to your heart when I say these things to you? That is the self-sabotaging behavior.
I'm just feeling that I'm not having that much knowledge.
Knowledge, okay? And when you say that I do not have knowledge to actually get this, how does that make you feel?
Low.
When you say low, what is that feeling?
It's I'm not giving that much importance to low.
Which means that not good enough?
Yeah, good enough. Yeah.
Got it. So now there is a fight between procrastination and happiness. There is a fight between self-sabotaging behavior of you saying I am not good enough to achieve all these things, and no, 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 I can be happy, it is possible. There is a fight between these two, and in this sometimes what will happen, you give up, boom, you drop to ordinary. How many of you are understanding what I'm sharing? How many of you have gone through these patterns? Tap it on P for patterns if you have gone through these patterns. Okay, you set the standard, you set the goal to be extraordinary in communication, but you have a self-sabotaging behavior that drops you here, right? And the role of self-sabotage all the time is to get you down, right? That is the reason why it is being shared, that it's a conscious or unconscious pattern or behavior or thoughts that is designed to get you down. So I'll give you a simple example. See, one of the very important things that what we set as an intent when you come to the daily success practice. Why are you coming to the daily success practice every single day? Is because you want to build a new me. Yes or no? You do not want your old self controlling your future. You want to build a new self. Yes or no? Type it down, new me, in the chat box. Why are you coming every single day? Because you want to build a new me. Yeah. Not only building new me, you also want to build new results. You want to achieve newer results. Type it down, new results, in the chat box. But there is a self-sabotaging behavior that you are already showing in between, that you don't make video only. From today to tomorrow, when you come back, there is a communication success action that is being shared that you have to make a video. Ask yourself, what is that underlying pattern that I am showing? All right. So, a pattern of inconsistency. Sometimes you don't show up to the daily success practice. A pattern of not taking action. Where is this coming from? So, once you go to the root of this, there will be a root issue. The root issue could be of your parenting. The root issue could be of a trauma that what you have gone through in communication. The root issue could be of you going through a very bad experience in communication before, right? Or 10,000. There is something called as fear of success for many people. Self-sabotaging behavior is fear of success, right? What if I become famous? Fear of success, right? So there are various different self-sabotaging behavior that stops them, and then there will be an emotional roller coaster that they go through. But in spite of this, if you can keep the frequency high here, no matter what, I am going to be happy and happy now, then Rashmi ji is going to win every single day. What is your extraordinary emotion? Everybody type it down. Like for example, for Ramesh ji, he shared, sir, I do 1,000 connections, 1,000 public speaking done, video and written communication. Through that, you have impacted 10,000 people in next 1 year. What would be that feeling? He said satisfaction. What is it for every one of you? Put it down in the chat box. You have already done thousands of one-to-one connections, built friendship all across India. You have done thousands of people public speaking. You have done video communication and written communication in such a way that you have built a following of 10,000. What is that feeling? Yes, achievement for Zainab. Okay, everybody type it down. What is the emotion? What is that emotion? That is a question. Is that me? Is a question. So, what is that emotion? Okay. Is it surprise as an emotion? You will be surprised. Is that me mean surprised? Or do you feel confidence? Yes, confidence for Neeta Ambiniji. What else? Everybody type it down in the chat box. What is that emotion? Yeah, for Rashmi ji, it is happiness. Everybody type it down in the chat box. What is that emotion that what you will be feeling when you hit there? Yeah, responsible, delight. Yes, delight, gratitude, proud. Okay, proud for Shailender, gratitude for Sophian, delight. Okay, Sanskar is happy and amazed. Abubakar is responsible. Yes. Blessed for Rashmiji. Proud, proud Revati. Brilliant. Now, you practicing that emotion on a daily basis is the key to attract the extraordinary results. Because feeling is the language of the universe. Everybody write this down. Feeling is the language of the universe. And now you keeping this particular goal in your head and seeing it's already done and feeling it is the key secret for manifestation to achieving that communication results, to achieving that extraordinary results, right? That it is already done. Yes, it is already done. And then you take action every single day to validate that feeling. You take action. Okay, today to tomorrow, I'll make one video. Okay, video communication. Good. Today to tomorrow, I will go through CI Unity app and learn. Good. Right? Is that clear, everyone? Today to tomorrow, I'll come back and share this framework, what Kirtan sir taught yesterday. So that is called as teach to learn in communication. All right. So that is very, very important. So can we give a bigger round of applause for Elite Rashmiji, everyone? Give a bigger round of applause for Elite Rashmiji. Awesome. Fantastic. Brilliant. So this is the framework for external world communication today for everyone, that is mapping your emotions and knowing it very clearly inside out that yes, I am here for 1000 one-on-one communication, 1000 public communication, me doing video and written communication in a way that I'm ready to create 10,000 people impact. And it's a journey, right? And you keeping that feeling, the extraordinary feeling in your heart, in your frequency. How many of you are with me on this? Type it down WU in the chat box if you're with me on this. Okay. Awesome. Fantastic. Okay. So that's it for the today's journey for the external world communication. Okay. Let me share. Yeah. And all of you who are actually tuning in on YouTube. So thank you so much for all of you for tuning in every single day to learn, to really take